Hi there, my name is Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I'm not going to be doing so many of these videos, I think, right now for the near future. Maybe I will, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll have to wait and see. Probably not. Okay, this is a video, talking about Screen Rant, and oftentimes I find articles that really obsess about Doctor Who season 12, The Timeless Children, and try and tie it into Doctor Who continuity, and it's never going to work. Okay, it's never going to work because it doesn't fit, no matter how much they want to tie it in. Now, the reason they want to tie it so desperately is because these are articles by crazy people, completely crazy people who don't understand friendship and like normal human interactions. They don't. They have allies instead of friends, So essentially, it works like this, because the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who, allies with them globally, politically, they can't accept that it's not doing well, that it did badly, that it's been rejected by the audience. They think maybe if we can explain why it's okay to the audience, they won't reject it. But that's basically what's going on. And so every time they put out another one of these stupid articles, I go through it and take the piss out of it, because they keep putting out the articles, I keep taking the piss. But it's getting a bit boring. For me, it's getting boring. I could do this all day. I can do this like 10. I can knock out a bunch of these every day. Doesn't bother me at all. I just want to get a bit more variety on the channel. But listen, obviously, when there's a review or news, if there's anything, or a rumor here, I will happily run with it and talk to you about it. And I will normally tell you what I think about it. That's a crazy thing. The crazy people who are watching this right now, it's a badge of honor for me. I have crazy people watching this right now because they watch it to see, what can we say? And normally, they get upset because I talk about rumors, and normally when I talk about rumors, I go, I kind of doubt that's true. No, but they are watching it now, and thank you for watching. Thank you. These people are crazy. Sometimes I like to go and poke them a little bit on Twitter, because that gets them riled up again. Because every time they get excited, they come after me. The views of my videos go up. So monetize your haters. Monetize your, and also they're glorious and they're hilarious and they're so fun. Yeah, that's basically where I am with them. So monetize your haters. That's basically what it is. But again, I'm not doing so many of these anymore unless you really want me to. I got a whole stack I can do, but no. Anyway. Subscribe to my channel. That'd be really, really nice. And nearly 1,800 subscribers. I'm like 4 subscribers away. But it always changes. It goes up and down. You're like, I'm so close. And I'm sorry. I'm close. That's the life. That's the life of a YouTuber. But if you can hit the subscribe button, that'd be really, really nice. Thank you very much. If you subscribe, you can enter my weekly competitions. There's 2 prizes. But one person gets it, but you get 2 prizes this week. It is 2 graphic novels. Firstly, Red Razors, a uber violent, very funny, satirical spin-off of Judge Dredd from the future of Eastmeg 2, where it's a deeply capitalist society, and Judge Red Razors is on the chase to find the corpse of Elvis, aided by his partner, Comrade Ed, who is a genetically engineered talking horse. And also we have Shakara, a bonkers sci-fi extravaganza. Earth gets destroyed on the first page. The last human gets killed on the 3rd page. And it gets a bit crazy from there. Both of these comics come from 2000 AD. So, the hashtag, put the hashtag in the comments, Zarjaz, and you will be entered to win. Good luck to anybody entering to win. Fine. So let's have a look at this article from Screen Rant. Doctor Who theory, River Song's regeneration explains the timeless child. Now, Milton Mirabilis had you also use this as a theory about how that the timeless children is a very, very dark thing altogether, because it states that the regeneration comes from exposure to the time vortex, and the reason River Song could regenerate is because she was conceived in the TARDIS. And so that's basically how she's a time person, which means that what was it? He had some theory that worked out that it had to be some kind of weird ancestral relationship to make them be. Oh yeah, if the timeless children is in fact great, and it's not but from exposure to time vortex, but it's more some kind of genetic imperative passed on through copulation, then the Doctor must have fathered River's song. That was basically his theory, which bit dark, can't argue with it. But now, Screen Rant wants to say no. River's song proves the timeless children's great. No, okay. Give it up. Do you know what flogging a dead horse means? Flogging a dead horse means you're not winning anybody over with this nonsense, okay? The only way, your only hope for the future is forgetting it. Or not, I would like Doctor Who not to like be destroyed. That's something that would make me very happy. That Doctor Who is, continues and is good like it has been up until the last 2 years. I would love that. But if they double, triple down on this, which it could be the plan. I don't think there's enough there's enough fans of this to support it. So because again, it's not very good. They don't actually like it. They ally with it. It's a very, very difficult. They're crazy. These crazy people. Fine. So let's read what these crazy people are talking about. Doctor Who's timeless child retcon apparently breaks River Song's origin. Yeah, doesn't apparently, does, along with many, many other things. But that could actually be a clue to the Doctor's forgotten history. Oh, please say more. So, River Song could be the key to Doctor Who's timeless child retcon. No, it bloody isn't, you moron! Now, again, if you're a moron, you self-identify as an idiot, I do apologise. I didn't mean to assume your stupidity. Doctor Who is the longest-running science fiction TV series in the world. Well, they pay you per word. The reason people are reading this is because they know... Okay, whatever, Karen. But the current showrunner, Chris Miller, has dared to rewrite its lore in Doctor Who Season 12 as he reveals the Doctor is, in fact, the timeless child, a being who has emerged from some sort of rift or boundary, let's not make anything too clear, in space and time, and become the base genetic code for the entire Time Lord race. Well, there you go. That's cause a few little problems there. The revelation of this the revelation has dramatic consequences. Yeah, I think the most dramatic one was that Doctor Who fans who are like, basically say, look, we'll just stop with the fighting. We'll put up with it. It'll get better soon. Just stop with the fighting. We can put up with most things. Couldn't put up with it. They left. They don't like it. So I think that's the major consequence. And also the utter implosion of viewers. Oh, I can't wait for it to come back. I can't wait to see how the Christmas episode does, or the New Year, the festive special does. I guess pretty badly. I'll be clear. It's my guess and it's my hope. It effectively means that the Doctor's over 1 billion years old. It means a lot more that older than timeless civilization itself, and has unlimited regenerations. Yeah, none of these are good ideas. None of these are in any way could be considered good, strong ideas. Because it makes Doctor Who boring. Anything makes Doctor Who boring is pretty bad. So the Doctor is immortal and it can regenerate unlimited time, which essentially means everybody's a Doctor. That's really the bottom line they were trying to get to. That like the Doctor, oh no, we can't have him be white and male. No, and they feel that everybody needs to be able to see themselves in the Doctor. So they go one step further now. Everybody is a Doctor, which means he's a little bit boring and ordinary now. Extraordinary people are fewer and far between. Boring people are everywhere because it's just what the math says. Fine. And never again need the Doctor worry about the coming of the end of the regeneration cycle. I don't think he worried that much the first time. Meaning Doctor Who can really go on forever without needing to boost from the Time Loss. Yeah. Once every 56 years. That seemed that doesn't seem excessive to me. Really doesn't seem excessive. The retcon has a massive impact on Doctor Who lore, fitting surprisingly well with classic series. No, not in any way, shape or form. You can say it fits well with the classic series if you've never seen the classic series, but clashing rather with some points of the 2005 relaunch, which took the cues from the classic series. Because you're an idiot. You are an idiot. In truth, that makes sense because Gymnall's an old school Doctor Who fan who apparently came up with the concept of the timeless child back in the 80s. Oh God, it does feel like something would have come up with in school, and they're stuck with it. It's freaking awful. You know, like, yeah, you got to like kind of grow up and try and think what would people want when he was tuning into Colin Baker or Sylvester McCoy TV adventures, and then being kind of a little bit derisive of them. Don't you think it's a bit boring having Agatha Christie, a murder mystery in space? Don't you think it's a bit boring and done before? Really, Chibs? Don't those words just kind of ring in your ears now as you rip off everything in sight and then repackage it badly? That's it. You repackaged it badly, and it's just not very good. Continuity has never been Doctor Who's strong suit. It hasn't been as bad as this. Okay, so they're going for every. This is just the blunderbuss approach of apologetics. Everything we can think of. The show's history is a mess of contradictions. Not really. Surprising choice on the part of the BBC, who because they prefer not to restrict potential rights by establishing rules of canon. But the Timeless Children reveal is one of those biggest changes in Doctor Who lore since the introduction of the Time Lords in 1969. Yeah, I think bigger than that. As a result, the poring over old stories, trying to figure out how it can all work. It doesn't. That's the point. It doesn't work. It was meant to be a mic drop, a shock, a surprise. It's not meant to work. You know how you know it's not meant to work? Because it doesn't work. They weren't really thinking about it. You know how we know they weren't thinking? Because Chibnall's not very clever, and he doesn't think. Surprisingly, the key may well be in what otherwise appears to be a major plot hole introduced by the Timeless Children retcon. Oh yes, I can't wait to hear this pretzel logic. It could be this and that. Oh, that's what everyone's going to say. The Timeless still contradicts Riversong's origin story. Yes, it does. Played by Alex Kingston, Riversong is a popular character who played a major role during Stephen Moffat's run as showrunner. He was introduced by at the end of Russell T Davies. Yeah, it was introduced by in the Donna season. She ultimately revealed to be the daughter of the Doctor's companion Amy and Rory, conceived on their wedding night aboard the TARDIS, with the innocent, naive Doctor never realizing what two humans might be getting up to on the aforementioned wedding night. That's not what happened. Because I think, okay, fine, never mind. Because River had been conceived in the time vortex, the fetus was flooded with temporal energy, granting her the ability to regenerate. It's the power Riversong ultimately gave up for the sake of the Doctor's life. Okay, that much I remember. That's correct. But this doesn't appear to fit particularly well with the Timeless Child retcon. You think? Okay, fine, we're on the same page right now. According to Chibnall's retcon, the ability to regenerate is part of the Doctor's own genetic code. The Timeless can regenerate because they have copied that power into their own DNA. It doesn't seem to involve exposure to space-time at all, meaning Riversong's origin doesn't make sense. Well, I mean, here's what you have to do to make it sense. You gotta like bolt in a bunch of extra facts. Like I say, well, maybe exposure to the time with plus the whatever, but how the who knows? The time it doesn't seem to involve space-time. Making matters worse, even if the space-time vortex were somewhere to grant Riversong's regenerations, they would ultimately be unlimited number, because the regeneration limit was imposed by the Time Lords themselves for reasons as yet unknown. The Timeless Child. It's because, what's the name? Robert Holmes or Terrence Dix, whoever came up with it, said, yeah, you're going to be 12. Okay, that'll keep us busy for 50 years. No one's going to worry. 12. Yeah, that's basically what happened. The Timeless Child retcon seems to break Riversong's origin. Yes, it does, along with many other things. But wait, there's more. Riversong's origin could reveal the truth about regeneration. Well, let's see what you're going to bolt in there. It is true that there is an apparent contradiction here. Well, good for you. Good for you for working that out. What are you going to do today? Are you also going to work out, you're going to look at an apple and an orange and a banana and try and work out which is which? Do you have that on your schedule? Good. That'll be impressive. And about the same level of deductive ability you will need for both. When the Timeless retcon establishes regeneration as a biological process, it does not explain how the process works. Oh, okay, fine. So it's going to add a whole bunch of stuff in. It is therefore possible the Timeless Child's genetic code contained the secret of accessing the space-time vortex on a biological level. This is exactly what I just said. Flooding the bullet with temporal energy at the point of death. and therefore triggering regeneration. If that's the case, then when an ancient Gallifreyans learn how to copy the ability of the timeless child into their own DNA, they were creating a biological link between themselves and space-time vortex. This would explain why, this would explain why they went on to become the Time Lords. Gallifreyan scientists would naturally be curious about where this energy comes from. Oh, God, okay, so listen, there's a whole... Okay, I'm going to teach you a Jewish word. This is the Megillah. This is a whole Megillah. But the Megillah is a whole long story. They're like, yeah, okay, fine. So we have another, few seasons of stuff crammed in there. We got this one thing they broke and fixed. But there's about 1 billion of these to go through. But, okay, this is nice. The energy was coming from, and thus it just got time for blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So, River Song was exposed to space-time vortex as a child, and her body flooded with temporal energy, thus circumventing the need for the genetic link. Bloody hell, this is complex. But her new human body would only have been able to contain so much of the power, meaning there was always a limit on how many times River Song could regenerate. Far from contradicting the Holy Child. Oh my God, really? Far from contradicting it. Okay, it contradicted it, so we've written a gazillion extra facts, literally a gazillion extra details, and now it works out. No, that means it's failed, for God's sake. Yes, I understand. If it contradicts something, fine, it means it's for... But you can have something that's new without contradicting anything. War Doctor, for example, that was a new inclusion that didn't contradict anything. This contradicts things. And yes, you can write your way out. You can write your way out of any cliffhanger, can't you? But why should we have to? And don't tell me this was Chibnall's plan all along. His plan all along was to make everybody go, origin story. Ooh, I like it. And the plan was really to flood the Doctor's regenerations with lots of people who weren't white males, because Chibnall is a cloying racist. Regeneration. River Song's example helps us understand it, and she may even prove a hint to the timeless child's own origin. Pray tell, how much more of this nonsense we got to go? Okay, not far. 3 paragraphs. I can make the three paragraphs. I was beginning to lose the will to live, but I'll keep shouldering on for you guys. According to the Master, the timeless child was found on a world far from Gallifrey, alone, abandoned, left beneath the rift. Again, would they not want to study this world? Would this not become an important part to Time Lord history? No, it's like when Dr. Ruth met the 13th Doctor. They're like, oh, I don't know if you're before or after me. This makes no sense. Goodbye. Let's not look into this at all. To some other dimensional universe, he was therefore suggesting the Doctor may well originate from another plane of existence, or potentially from a whole new universe. Yeah, the only way they can explain this is multiverse. Multiverse, and they've told you that over and over again. This is what they're going to do. Multiverse. It's a prospect that has left fans shaken and abandoning Doctor Who, and some intrigued and others appalled. Yeah, basically, mostly appalled, a few intrigued. But again, it all depends if you ally with it. If you ally with it, then you are on board with it. Because if you're a crazy person like this person. But it's important to remember the Master may not have interpreted this correctly. Okay, well, now the Master's here. What's going on? It's entirely possible the Timeless Child originates from the space-time vortex itself, which has been described as a dimensional plane where time and space meets. Tecton, the explorer who discovered the timeless child, would have no idea what she's looking at. God, look, really? This is so much of an info dump you're giving us. That's not even really to make the... This is a problem of the timeless child. This is the work you got to do to fix one of the many, many problems. Times this by 100, and it's still not very good. And ultimately, what are we fixing it for? If we're fixing it so we can enjoy a story that's not very enjoyable, bottom line, they're always boring and preachy. The meta representation seen by the Doctor would have been based on her confused memories, meaning the Master may not have been able to recognize it. Okay, where are you going now? Doctor Who has long since established the vortex is inhabited by powerful beings such as Chronovars, the Eternals. The Eternals don't live in a time vortex! Bloody idiot, the Guardians of Time. No, none of these things live in the time vortex. This is all in your diseased imagination. And Reapers, if the timeless child originates from the vortex, it could explain why she had such an affinity for energy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're at the last paragraph. Is this yeah, this is the end. Last paragraph. The timeless child's race would could well avoid interacting with those who exist on the other planes of existence, explaining why they haven't been seen before. Oh my God! How much more detail you want to put into this? And for what? And for like, how much are they paying you for this? Yeah, really? Like, I don't get paid for this. I guess this guy's a smarter guy than me, then, isn't he? Yeah, I guess so. And indeed, we may well have retreated into chaos at the time, or in the oh my God. If this is the case, Doctor Who season 13 could see an attempt to explore the vortex itself. Yeah, maybe. Again, who cares? Okay. Who cares? Who cares? This is nonsense. This is utter nonsense. And oh my God, the amount of work they're doing, the amount of work they're doing, trying to shoehorn this in, I think is just another expression of how it has failed. How it has failed in every way, shape, it has failed. In storytelling terms, it failed in popularity terms. People are not interested. People run. People run from this era because it's not very good. My name is Sheila Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.